Welcome, beautiful yogis. This is Thursday when we do therapeutic gentle stretches. We come as we are and feel how that is. So you can be lying down or you can be sitting, and just take a moment to really tune in to where you're at this moment. I find it helpful to lower the gaze so that outer stimulation is gone, and what is here is my own body and mind and nervous system. What is running here at the moment? Who is in the driver's seat, as it were? And so it's that simple checking in. What is the most obvious to you, and it could be different for each of us? Is there a strong emotion? Is there an exhaustion? Whatever it is for you, coming as you are, just let it be, acknowledge it, bow to it, as it were. And then this gratitude for this moment and this arriving, this being here, linking now with your inhalation, letting it in deeply, all the way in through your nose, filling up, filling up, filling up to full capacity where we have a little pause. And then we'll blow that breath away through the pursed lips. The next inhale is waiting. Let it in. So big and full and expansive, generous with ourselves now as we pause for a moment. And let the breath go. Let's have one more opening breath in this same way. Nose in. The littlest of pauses. 2, then blow the breath away. So whether you're seated or lying, take a moment and place a hand on your heart. See if you can pick up your heartbeat. We bring in our personal intention for the practice, something that we might need to bring in, something we might want to let go. And the general intention for this particular practice today is to ground, to build our resilience, and to access joy. That's inner joy. No matter what's going on outside, we have that wellspring of inner joy. Nice, everybody. Great. Lower your chin, open your eyes, release your heart. And if you're not yet lying on your back, please do so now. Come on down onto your back. Lying on your back with your knees bent. Feel free to use a head pillow or not. Just slowly come on down. And that wonderful arriving. Some of you are already here, letting your upper back settle. Taking a moment to let that arriving on your back echo through your body-mind. Coming to this practice as we are, no matter what. Lovely. Can you feel your feet? So feet are flat. Can you feel your feet on the mat? Can you feel the back of your head? can you sense your sacrum? All these areas that are on the mat are helping us ground. Ground, connect to the solidity beneath us, to where we belong on this earth, in this body. And then just seamlessly widening out your arms a little wider out, widening out your feet a little bit. And then just letting your knees tip a little side to side. And letting yourself find your own cadence with this. It could be really slow and sensuous as your head rolls in the opposite direction, or you might go a little faster. This is still this quality of arriving, grounding, with this awareness of what's here. We could call that regulating. Regulating helps build resilience, and we all need resilience in this world. And yoga helps so much to build that stability, that grounding, with this little bit of inner awareness. And so continue on with this. Maybe your knees go a little further, maybe not today. The card I pulled for all of us today is the card completion. Lately, getting into bed at night, I've been having that feeling of today is complete. The day is done. So it's a kind of a nice thought, reflection to have at the end of a workday. Completion. But it also alludes to the cyclical nature of things, that there are constant beginnings and completion, and how we live in the circle of that. Allow now your exhalation to lengthen. We're still in this gentle tipping of the knees and the hips. It's so therapeutic. There is no agenda, there's that simple exploring, arriving, allowing, coming as we are to our mat, to nourish, to support this life's journey. Nice, everybody. So now as you bring your knees back up, walk your feet in a little closer and deliver your right knee into your right hand. And with your hand on your right knee, circling it out to the right and away, and draw it back towards you. And now match that circling with your breath. One breath for each circling. The exhale is the return, the completion of the circle. One more. Nice. So hold your thigh now, your knee, with the both hands. Squeeze it close to you. And that again would be an exhalation. Squeeze the breath out. Move the knee slightly away, making room for a deep breath in through your nose. And then the exhale, we draw the thigh in and slide the left leg straight out on the mat. A little push through that left heel. Keep that left leg as it is as we pulse now with that right leg away, breathing in. Drawing it closer, breathing out. And one more time. Lovely. The left hand now on your knee. Place your right foot on top of your left thigh. Your right arm can be out to the right, and the relaxed left leg rolls leftwards, bringing along with it your right bent leg. And so find a place where you can arrive and be, feeling all the body sensations that are here, feeling how the breath can find its way there. The breath is how we regulate the nervous system. We don't even have to bother with words like that. It's just the feeling of it. One more delicious breath in this easy, softened shape. Nice. Now we're going to roll onto the back as you get there. All the way back with your right butt and your right foot flat. Slide your left foot beside it now. Centralize your sacrum and place your left hand on your left knee. And draw it in, and then circling it out to the left and round and back to return. So even as we circle the knee, there is that hip socket to feel. There is this action in the sacrum to feel. And on this third return, both hands hold your left knee. Squeeze it close to your body, letting all the breath out. And then inhale the knee slightly away, making room for that breath. The exhale is the stretching out of your right leg on the mat, pushing through the heel and the left knee, thigh drawing in. Lovely, everybody. Hold this lovely shape. You can pulse that left leg still with your breath. How nice it is to slow down, to arrive in the body, to ground. Coming back home. We may have journeyed way out today, metaphorically. And here we arrive back. Nice. We're going to place now, using the right hand, the left foot on top of the right thigh, which immediately softens and relaxes, to roll onto your right hip and soften and release here, feeling all that is apparent. And all of this now too part of this sense of completion. Completion of the day, completion of a myriad of things. And so the essence of this card, all things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the nature of life. The seed, the flower, and the fruit, and all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. Please roll onto your back again, placing your left foot down and sliding your right foot beside it. Shift your sacrum to the midline, and now we'll place a hand on each knee. So bring your knees in, hand on each knee, and circle them in opposite directions. Each time you draw your thighs closer to your body, that's the exhale, and as the knees move wide and away, that's the inhale. Even here you might feel how the pelvis rocks gently And the rocking pelvis is wonderful for releasing lower back tension. We'll do one more in this direction. Please allow yourself to be fully present in the body. Good. And so as the completion of this exhale, reverse the circling. We push the knees away, then widen them out to bring them back together. One more, please. Lovely. Now the knees come back together, both hands around the right knee, drawing it in. The left leg goes straight up into the air, watching that foot now circle in the air. Left foot rolling the ankle, circle the left foot the other way. Great, and then we'll flex the left foot, breathing in. As we breathe out, the left leg lowers slowly and the right thigh is pulled closer to squeeze again into the ascending colon. As we breathe in, we lift the left leg, releasing that right thigh a little bit. So they work together. Exhale, right thigh in, left leg lowers down. One more time. Now this time, the left leg stays just above the floor with a little charge in it. Good, and as we hold here, take your shoulders away from the ears, tuck your chin. And now please roll the right foot. Circle the right foot. Reverse the right foot circling. And now relax that right foot. The left knee bends and the foot comes to the mat. And we'll bring the right outer ankle there for threading the needle shape. Holding now the left thigh with both hands. Draw it in. And you feel how all of this is helping the lower back to ground, to stretch, to broaden, to support us. Lower back supports us whether we are lying down or standing or sitting. It's always there, holding us up, as it were. So as you hold, thread the needle, feel free to squeeze in closer. Feel free to pulse your left leg. Have a sense of directing yourself, letting your body cue you. Could be you just want to close your eyes and feel your breath. The end of each exhalation, that too is a completion. Nice. Let's complete this shape. Release your interlaced hands, left foot to the mat, right foot next to it. Feel the landing, how the both feet can connect with your mat. How the breath continues to flow. And one more conscious breath, feeling all of it. Lovely. Please bring your left thigh close to your body. Hold on to it with both hands. And then the right leg inhales up to vertical. And we see it up there, circling your foot in the air. Right foot is circling. Ready to change breath direction, circle the foot in the other way as well. Lovely. Fill up with a breath. The exhale is the right leg lowering to the ground. Same time, left thigh is squeezed in with the strong arms. Real slow, bring your right leg up. Releasing that left thigh a little bit. Feel how they work in tandem, in opposite directions. Down goes the leg again. Left thigh drawing in. And we've got one to go here. And this time the right leg's going to stay just above the floor. As we keep that leg vigorously, locate your left foot and soften that, circle it. And then we'll circle the left foot the other way. Nice, everyone. Good. Bend your right knee, place the foot flat. And there's our ledge for the left outer ankle to lie across. As we now come into thread the needle pose. Finding your way to do it. Connecting with the sacrum, tucking the chin, broadening the shoulders, all these little cues that you could just tend. Not to do it better, but simply to connect more with your body. So we're very programmed to do things better all the time. Love you to have that sense of autonomy in your own body where you're just letting yourself cue your movements. Feeling the breath, maybe pulsing the right leg to bend and straighten. Nice, everyone. And now release this shape. The hands let the right foot land and the left foot next to it. We have a little breather now. See if you'd like to have cobbler's pose, soles of the feet together, or wide feet or knees together. They'll feel very different. Just see what you would like for today. Where's your body at today? The hands are on the soft belly. Regulate your breath deeply in. Oh, let's nose breathe now out. Enjoying the leisure of slow breaths. Nice, everyone. So we're going to bring the knees together or the feet under the knees, whichever way you went, so that we've got flat feet, little lift and tuck of your tail as we set up now for bridge pose. So if you happen to have a pillow, just take it out. The hands flat near your feet. Shoulders also pressed down, tail tucks and lifts up first together with the inhale. Up comes the tail, up comes the hip, and up comes the bones of your spine. Ready to exhale, they lower down again. See if you can take your hips a little bit towards the feet so the bones have that sense of getting more space, and there is a releasing moment on landing, which is kind of brief because the breath in invites us to lift again. Exhale down. Slow, modulated breath, syncing up with your movement for the next one. Nice, everybody, and release on the mat. Soften everything, the shoulders, the arms. Nice. So now let's lift the feet off the mat so the shin bones are parallel to the mat and the arms are still a little bit more relaxed now alongside. And we're coming along to the diagonal line. This time it's right arm, left leg that inhale away from each other. Let's do it. Right arm, left leg, stretch away. The right arm overhead, the left leg to straight, hovering over the mat. And the exhale returns everything to our starting point. Left arm, right leg, inhale, stretch away. Put some vigor in the arm and the leg. And return. The sacrum is now pinned down, grounded. Continue, please. Opposite arm and leg. Returning on the exhale. And let it feel good to feel that top of the inhale stretch and returning. So when we build groundedness and resilience, we get really comfortable in the body and we can begin to access that innate joy that is in there, sometimes very close to the surface. We see it so easily in children at play. And why should we not have that? We're still in this arm-leg diagonal, stretching away with the breath. And when you come to your left arm, right leg, that will be the last one in this sequence, to return to our starting point, this time the feet landing. Feel that touchdown? Everything relaxes and releases. Roll your arms, palms open. And feel the echo of that throughout the body. Nice. So now feet are still in that bridge pose position. Palms flat down near the feet. Good. So this time we're adding the arm. Inhale. Tail leads the way as we lift the hips up. Bring the right arm overhead and turn your head to look left. Exhale, bring it all back down. Just sink it up. Release. And empower again. Rise. Left arm, hips rise. Look right. Lower down. Good. So now the next few, let's do just with the sound of the breath. The last one would be the left arm. Feel the touch down, the release, the rolling open of the arms, either cobbler's pose or wide feet, knees leaning in. A pause to feel it all. Nice, everybody. And so now we'll bring the knees back under the heels, or the heels under the knees. Lift and lower to ground your sacrum. And bring your hands now to support your head. Cupped hands around your head. And again, we're on the diagonal line, breathing in. Exhale, head, chest lifts with the right elbow meeting the left knee that comes in. Inhale back to starting place. Exhale, left elbow to the right knee. We're meeting now the muscles of the core, especially as we exhale. Oh, and even as we inhale back. Feel that. When you get to that left elbow reaching your right knee, that'll be the last one. Good. Land your feet. Ready for bridge pose. Palms flat near the feet. And now raise your hips up. So the hips are coming up to stay. If you're having a really tired day, put your block there, or work your feet down and activate your arms to hold the edges of the mat, or to link hands under your body and activate your upper arms. Ground your feet. Feel what's here. Lovely opening chest. The quads are in a beautiful alignment with the knees parallel. It's as though we're squeezing a block. That helps that. And we can do that in our mind because we've done it. 2 active breaths. So now you'll inhale, navel. Be sure to relax that now. Feet pressed down, breathe in. And again, that powerful exhalation. Move your hands out of the way. Tuck the tail and lie the bones of your spine gently down all the way to touch down to release the muscles. And feel the breath come in. That new beginning. The exhale, the completion, and how we live in the cycle of that constantly. Put your right foot in your right hand This is half a baby, half a happy baby. And if available, put your left foot in your left hand. So I've got my arm on the inside of the shin bone. And I know you need long arms for that. Not everybody has that. So feel free to hold behind your knees. It's kind of nice to have parallel knees and ankles directly above the knees. So that baby pose has a lovely alignment in hips and sacrum. So you might activate this a little bit by strong arms pulling down and strong legs pushing away. Feel that? Nice, and then let it go. Hands release, feet come back to the mat. Oh, there's that landing. Landing moment, releasing moment. Inhale nose, and this time maybe a sigh. Nice. So we're going to reorient now, roll over to your side and come to hands and knees. We'll use the blocks. Hands on the blocks at the medium setting. Good, so now deeper into the hips. Raise your right knee up. Inhale and lift your chest. And now bring the knee to your nose. Exhale, pull the belly in a little. And we go again. Same leg, stretch the quads. Open the heart space. Exhale, round under. And once more. Exhale, now you know where we're going. Step the foot through, all the way through. Press it down and raise your arms up. Arms lift up. Circle them around. Lovely. Good. Now the foot stays. Bring your trunk forward and both arms forward. Come to vertical. Exhale your arms back down. So now this full stretching of the arms, the wings, little forward and up with the arms, and wide out and down, steadying all the while through the front foot. We have one to go. Lovely. Hands return now to the blocks, where we have the support to slide the right foot forward and pull the right sit bone back, straightening that leg. Looking good. Let's breathe here. Tending the sensations. This is the magic. This is the magic of the practice, these little pauses and awarenessing. Good, and draw the leg back. So we're on fours again. We're taking the left leg, lift it up, inhale. The knee goes straight up behind, as does the heart and the chin. And then exhale, reverse that, rounding under. Om 1. Om 2. And here we go. Om 3, round under and step through. Press the foot down and lift up arms and heart and circle your arms way back and down. Steady through the front foot as we lean the trunk forward, reach the arms forward and up and circle around. Little test in the balance. Front leg is our support. Nice, and here we go back to the blocks. Inch the left foot forward to straighten the left leg. Draw the sit bone back, inner attention to feel it all. And draw the leg back. And so as we step the knee back, widen the knees, bring the feet together and draw your seat back. Extended child's pose. If your blocks feel too high, you can lower them, you can move them away. Now this is wonderful length through the sides, the back, the front. If you can reach the ground, rest your brow. One more breath here. Lovely. Now you can walk the blocks back or leave them behind. Walk your hands back and come back up to fours. And once you're back on your knees, let's put the blocks to the side and walk our way up to an upright kneeling position. Great. Standing on the knees. And here we go. Little adjustment. And inhale the arms forward. Strong in your core as the hands reach to the front of the mat. Plant your hands down. The inhale, the shoulders come forward. And then the exhale, the pelvis slowly comes forward. Don't just sag. Lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, strong in your belly. Pull your hips back. Hands slide back, coming off those wrists to rise to standing on the knees, widened up. Lovely length, strong belly as we come forward again. Circling through. Inhale, forward comes the torso, hips forward on the exhale, and we have this little lift here. Inhale, strong belly, draw back, circling around. Completion to begin again. Rise up. Exhale. Inhale forward. And hips forward. Exhale. Heart lifting. Inhale. And we draw back. One more circling through. Rise. And bow. Moving forward with the torso. Moving forward with the hips. Strong straight arms, heart lifts. Exhale, return. Lovely. Good. So we're going to take a child's pose. Sitting back as much as your knees allow, and if they don't want to sit your bum on your heels, just keep your butt a little higher, it's fine. And if your forehead doesn't easily reach the ground, you can use two fists or a block to rest your brow. And we breathe all the way into the low back. Nice, everyone. So, lift your head and bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to make our way to standing. So step one foot forward, the other foot forward. We're not rolling up yet. So your both feet come to parallel. Can you grab your blanket? And we're going to have to come up a little bit. Put the blanket at the top of your legs. So here we are, blankie at the top of your legs. Yep, there. Knees are bent. And now we're going to fold over the blankie. There's a little pressure there. Adjust. And then fold your arms. Knees are bent plenty. And we're hanging out here. So adjust your blankie so it snuggles in without being painful. And we've got a little pressure in the belly, forcing the inhales into the low back. Feel that? Ooh, maybe a little spasm if it's too tight. All right, lovely. Great. So take the blankie out, put it to the side, and we're going to roll up with the bent knees, letting the head be the last to come up. Rolling up to stand until we're all the way upright and we feel the world, see the world from this place. Lovely, everyone. Good. So I'm just going to take my lovely socks off, warmed up now, and it's a better grip on the mat with bare foot. Please step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Angle that heel and get a nice distance between your feet. Your hips are pointing directly in that same way. Can you bend your front knee? Keep the back heel down. Little bend and straighten. And little bend and straighten. We're going to add the arms to this. Bend elbows. Good. And inhale, knee bends, elbows come wide. Exhale, bring the elbows in and the leg straightens. Flow with this. We have one more. Lovely. Great. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Bend the front knee. We're going to step forward. Step to the front of the mat. Little steps or one big step. And now we change sides. It's going to be the left foot steps way back. Angle the heel. Square your hips. And be wide enough forward and back to get a decent little lunge. Good. Exhale, bend the knee. And straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. And straighten the leg. Bring your arms in. Inhaling, open heart, bend the knee. Exhaling, straighten the leg. Keep going with this, nice flow. Working on balance, stability, grounding. Each breath flows into the next. One more. Lovely. To step forward, bring your hands to your hips, step into your front foot, and come to the top of the mat, bringing your hands now into prayer pose. Pause and feel this moment. To take the arms on an inhale, widened up, And on an exhale, the heart leads come forward. Your legs do not have to be stiff and straight. Take a halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold over. It's a little bit like when we had the blanket. It's a little easier without, isn't it? Coming up, inhale. Arms overhead. And prayer pose. Circling through. Forward fold. Halfway up, lengthen. And fold. Coming up all the way. And one more time. Halfway up. Fold in. Come up all the way. And prayer pose. Lovely. Good. From here, step into your left foot and cradle your right thigh. Hold your balance. Stay steady. Good, and bring your foot back down. And are you ready for second side? Bring it up. Left thigh. Steady. Sometimes we're strong and sometimes we're a bit wobbly. Coming as we are. And step your foot down. Nice, everyone. Let's go for tree pose. I'll turn so that you can have a better view as we now step into one foot, doesn't matter. Bring your foot to the inseam and bring your hands to prayer pose or take them up. Press the foot. Standing tall, looking good. Lovely. And lower back down. And switch. Good. Walk it out. The other leg. Turn the knee out and bring the foot to the inseam or above or below the knee. These days I'm enjoying it better below the knee. And here we go. Wibbly wobbly day sometimes. Great. Hold steady. And coming out. Oh yeah, good. It's like to do a little dance at the end of that. Wipe it out. Successes and failures, it's all right. Nice. Terrific, everyone. So let's, from here, take the legs wide. We're going to take triangle pose. So nice for the back. Turn out your right leg. I'm mirroring you. Left heel is away. Nice and squared in your hips. And stretch your arms long. Good. And over we go. Side bend. Spread the wingspan. Reach high. Press down. Feel your breath. You want to play with balance. Turn your gaze to look up at that hand. Great. Feet ground, inhale up. Relax your arms. And second side. root down, spread wide, and rise tall, reaching and coming into triangle pose. And so you'll gaze where you're comfortable. Want to challenge your balance, you'll be looking up. If it's a wobbly day, it's all right. We are coming as we are. And so there is no judgment and no self-punishment needed here. Therapeutic yoga. We ground deeply and rise, coming up. And bring your arms to relax as we parallel the feet. Slightly pigeon-toed. Good, you ready? Going to take a forward bend, hands on hips, heart lifts, and forward we go. And you can let your arms fold, hang, crown towards the ground. Your hands could be resting on the mat, feeling it out. Nice. Feel how your feet can root. Now we're going to walk the hands towards the right leg. One hand is in the front and the other is behind. Lift halfway up over the leg and then fold close to the leg. Have a little tuck in here. Feeling the current of the stretch. And release. Let's walk to the other leg. One hand is behind and the other is in front as we lift up over the leg and fold over it. Intensifying this leg stretch. Strong, flexible, resilient. And release. Walk the hands to the midline. Can you reach your fingertips forward, clawing the ground as the hips and thighs pull back? Nice. Hands walk under your face. Straighten the arms and walk your feet in, toe heel in. Good, until your feet are right under the mat. Bend the knees. Keep your head low as your rounded back uncurls all the way up to stand. Head is the last to come up. Yes, beautiful. And pause right here. Beautiful, arriving again. Lovely, everyone. Let's come down to the mat. Block under the sacrum. Elevated legs with the block under the sacrum. And let it settle there, bringing your arms really close in. And take a moment, just keeping your feet on the floor just for a moment, to decide whether you actually want to hang your legs into the air or not. It might feel really nice to be just in supported bridge pose. And then just listening to your inner cue to let the legs hang in the air or to stay with your feet on the ground. Be fully present with your breath. And so the completion, not only is there the essence of it, but there's also an invitation. The invitation is this: you have finished a cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it's time to honor what has been and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. The image for the completion is the Ouroboros, that Egyptian symbol of the snake eating its own tail. And that really is that sense of the circle being completed, and yet it will begin again in a new way. And so that happens in little cycles with the breath. It happens in bigger cycles too. Each day, as we go to bed, has that completion. Is really helpful before you go to sleep, is to have the sense of completion. Nice. Please lower your feet to the mat. Remove the block and lie without the block, your feet on the mat in the most relaxed way, that feeling of grounding again. The invitation now is a few rounds of the square breath, where the inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause are all the same length. Most of us, the count of 4 is a good way to go. So see how 4 works for you, silent counting. And so it's important that your square breath is accessible and doesn't create little pulses, anxieties. But if it's really easy, you might make the count to 5. We have one more. As you complete, let go the counting, let go the shape of the breath. Let your breath breathe you, feel how your body can soften. How it deepens that inner connection, that inner contentment. Gets real quiet internally. And we're ready now for our final twist. So the wide arms, little scooch to the right, right leg over left, and the knees drop leftwards, head rightwards. Circling your breath easily. So I found that when I wake up in the night doing a few rounds of the square breath, which is quiet, you won't disturb anyone else in the room, is a good way to interrupt your thinking mind when it gets busy and you don't want it to. Are you ready? We're going to come up with the knees, switch sides. Left over right, over we go, both legs, knees wrapped to the right. How soft can my shoulders and arms, hands and fingers feel? A little pulsing at the fingertips. Now please come to center with your legs to uncross and to arrange your props, your body, for final relaxation. So now we find the midline, this bilateral body equally distributed, left and right of the midline. Once you have your props arranged, drop deeply into your inner quietude, inner contentment and rest. feeling your breath. Awaken gently. Hugging in, coming to your side. Come into your gratitude moment. And come on up to sit. So grateful. Lovely to practice with you, yogis. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste.